Okay, so who's starting it off this week?
I don't know. We kind of got mixed up, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we go back and forth a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to be odd numbers, but then we had that statement, and then that got messed up with our orders, so...
I don't feel like watching our old video. What if we just don't this week?
All right.
The snowboard's been waxed and the chocolate is hot. STEEPCAST reporting to you live from the top of Mount Blanc. Snow missed me, making you miss me. Cause I'm hucking a dub 12, I'll throw it into a misty. I'm a hunter, knuckle huck 'em up.
Welcome back to STEEPCAST. This is episode 24. Our biggest piece of news this week is that our real ski submissions end on the 21st. That is this Sunday at some time around midnight. More likely when I wake up Monday to shut the form off. And if you missed it, Steep is joining us as a judge.
You damn right Steep is joining us as a judge. And speaking of judging, the results for Check My Steez 9 are in, and those winners are on your screen right now. Check My Steez 10 is taking place in Alaska, starting up at Igloo City. This is a classic Check My Steez unbroken line straight down the side of that mountain. Expect speed, some occasional blackouts, and of course, some ridiculous kickers off of those rocks. The last day of submissions is also on the screen right now, and for more information and the exact contest rules for Check My Steez 10, visit their Check My Steez Discord server, linked down in our description. And yes, I will be submitting to this one. I cannot guarantee anything, but yeah, I will be hucking myself down that mountain.
I'm gonna vote to clutch or kick you on this one.
Wait, what?
It's something popular in Rainbow Six Siege where if all of your team dies and you're the last person left against 5, then you either have to clutch the entire match or they kick you from the servers. So, I'm expecting you to win or you're off the show.
Oh, is this my job on the line? Okay, I see the stakes. Thank you, community. You did this to me.
And finally, the footage this week in the background of SteepCast comes from Talek5, so thank you for letting us use that footage. And if you want your videos in the background, just message me on Discord and let me know and I will use them. Otherwise, you get to watch me or Nick be okay at the game.
Hey, Mitch, I don't think I can do it this week.
Do it.
Allergies and everything.
Do the thing.
It just...
Nick, do the thing.
I mean, my job's already on the line, so what do I have to lose if I don't... It's time for the Reddit Roundup!
Our first post on Reddit this week comes from Kerr. It is one of those Doge memes that compares Steep players in 2017 to Steep players in 2020.
Accurate. This next clip comes from Wee Little Gaffer, and it is not from Steep. You might be a little confused. This is from Red Dead Redemption 2. This is something that I had no idea you could do in the game, but it is hilarious. Sled Gang is making its way over to Rockstar Games. Everybody else, watch out. They're coming for us.
Next up from Nokia or Nicola, we have the worst case of the bounces that I've ever seen, where he gets this great glitch on the half pipe where it just keeps bobbing him up and down on the edge of that ramp. Just looks hilarious and wonder if that could happen again.
And this next one comes to us from Cheesy Onion. Oh man, I love these new names that are coming through every week. Cheesy Onion gave us an awesome screenshot with a huge sun repping that orange water bottle on the side that's really popping out at me. The blur that just focuses on the rider, and not to mention, Aussie! Great shot.
And finally, the most upvoted clip of the week comes from Just Steep It. Over 1,000 hours of Steep gameplay led up to this moment where he and 2 of his friends take the sleds and jump them off the hot air balloon. They then fall through the sky for, who knows, 20, 30 seconds to the coffin dance song, and they all stick the landing, which is ridiculous.
I don't understand it. I can't comprehend the level of skill that Stefan and his little group of cronies can pull off in this game. It's mind-boggling. Speaking of mind-boggling, the weekly challenge recommended by Kerr, Sky High, received a ton of submissions. So we are going to feed the weekly challenge into the main topic. We are scratching a main topic for this week so we can show off everyone who submitted to this week's weekly challenge. This is going to be one big old slideshow with some banger tracks behind there. So sit back and enjoy the ride. This is the main topic / weekly challenge Overload, Sky High by Kerr. Let's hit it.
She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, 'cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to long nights can get me feeling lonely. Hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you.
Thanks to everyone who submitted to our largest weekly challenge yet. Thanks to Kerr for coming up with the idea Sky High. Some of those skies were gorgeous. I did not know you could get it to look that good. We also saw some newer submissions too from Ski Maniac and Estwild, so keep them coming. Next week the theme will be summertime, and the following week it will be Sled Gang.
They're coming for us. As always, you can submit on our Discord. That is Nick and Mitch over on Discord. You can find the link to join our chat down in the description. You can also submit via Twitter. Not a lot of you do, but hey, maybe someday, right? You can find us at Nick or Mitch on Twitter and use the hashtag STEEPCAST whenever you're posting your images so we can find your content.
Well, it's time for the Q&A, and Nick just tagged everyone in the Discord chat to see if they had questions, because he doesn't know how it works. So now we've got like 20 questions to answer.
Yeah, I kind of messed this one up. Sorry to everyone on the Discord that just got that message. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Mitch. Please don't fire me. God, this is going to be my last episode, isn't it?
It's definitely trending that way throughout the episode.
Real steep decline on that one.
Nope, you get no Q&A based on that pun. Anyways, first was from Flair. He asked, what skis or snowboard would you like to be most added to the game?
Is it? Am I allowed to answer?
Yes, you're allowed to answer these questions.
I'm afraid to talk now.
Get your voice out before it's gone.
I think I can speak for both of us, and that is Gilson Snow. It's based out of Pennsylvania. They're a very small snowboard company in PA, but they're making some incredible boards up there.
Yeah, they came into our attention when they made a Pittsburgh Penguins themed snowboard. They've done a lot of other NHL teams. They have some that have Pittsburgh icons on them, some Philadelphia icons on them, and their products have some unique features too. They have kind of a curved snowboard, so there's a powder channel running in between if you're going through a lot of powder snow. And if you want a freestyle board, they have a butter pad on each side and a soft edge, which kind of helps with grinding and features. So they're trying to push some snowboard and ski technology forward.
Thanks for that one, Flair. We have another one from Camox, and he wants to know, where do we see the future of Steep going?
To Mars. Wait, no, that's space, not Steep, sorry.
The Kerbal Steep program, coming to you in 2023.
Next up, I don't know how to pronounce your name because it looks like it's in Greek, but I think your Discord is Fade Addict. He said, have you ever eaten burnt chicken nuggets? Yeah, I'm sure I have at some point. I cook chicken nuggets a lot, and they get burnt, and I don't want to waste them.
There comes a time in every 20-year-old's life where they learn the limit of their alcohol. And that night for me was when I crisped, 30 chicken nuggets in the oven, and then still felt the need to eat them because I cooked an entire bag. So yeah, I think we've all suffered through some burnt chicken nuggets.
Bone Crusher asked if the GoPro camera stabilization should be a key feature for Ubisoft to fix, and that's referencing the Legend Mekish post on Reddit, where it was the Simpsons guy going on a long rant on the stage about how GoPro has a lot of new stabilization in their cameras, and in Steep, they're not so stable.
Well, and that was something that we have brought up from time and time again with some Yetis, and basically the answer that we always get from everyone is that camera is not meant to be a first-person camera. It's meant to be a shaky GoPro camera. You're not always going to get the perfect shot because when you're hurtling down the mountain, you're not focused on the shot, you're focused on not dying. So I don't have any issues with the GoPro camera. Would I like it to be able to be positioned and stabilized in post, like in the replays? Absolutely. But when you're just riding, I kind of like the fact that you can't really use it as just a first-person camera.
Yeah, I do like the GoPro camera just for some edits because it looks like how it used to, but with the way technology's advanced, I think it could keep up with how the GoPro cameras look now. And also, the first-person camera in the Road to the Olympics DLC is very good and very smooth. I actually use first-person camera while racing downhill because I'm crazy, so they could add something like that. and make kind of a first person an option if you really want that. It does lend to some more peaceful rides.
Well, that ties perfectly into our next question from One Mouse Gaming, who wants to know, what's our favorite surprise spot in Steep? The place that turned out to ride, fly, or ski so differently than what we initially expected.
I think my favorite surprise spot in Steep was when we got to try out the terrain parks that they added in Japan, because that was completely different from what was in the Alps in Alaska. And I love slopestyle a lot more, so it was right up my alley. And they really put some time into designing the features and where they are so you can transfer from one to the other. I think that brought a huge change into the gameplay.
For me, honestly, it was Road to the Olympics. And I bring it up, I feel like I bring it up every other episode, but the different physics that you get in the handling of the skis and specific snowboards for the Olympics, it just blew me away. You know, it felt like a totally different game, and all of those perfectly groomed hills. I mean, you couldn't beat it. That was definitely the moment where Steep took my breath away. We have another one from Lucas with a U and a C. He wants to know, spicy food or egg salad sandwich? Wow, that's a spread.
I'm definitely going with spicy food because I just made Nashville hot chicken the other day that was about a 14 out of a 10 on the spice level. And I love buffalo wings. I absolutely hate egg salad sandwiches, so that was pretty easy.
Yo, why? What? Get out of here. Okay, I thought I was going to get fired after this week. We're going to have to pull you in for a meeting too here, Mitch. You don't like egg salad sandwiches? What's wrong with it? It's just eggs and bread.
But there's salad in there.
Mitch has never had an egg salad sandwich. Do you just think that there's like iceberg lettuce hucked in there with a couple of eggs? What is egg salad sandwich? Do not Google it.
Well, no, not like iceberg, but from smelling it, it's what, like egg and then something gross and then bread. Is it mayo? Is there mayo?
There is mayo in egg salad.
That's why I don't like mayo.
Okay, I'll give that to you. Well, I'm going to flip this all around and just jumble it up into one thing. I love putting hot sauce on an egg salad sandwich. So I don't know how to answer this one because my spicy food is egg salad sandwiches. Okay, so thanks, Lucas. On a more serious note, we have one last one from Kerr Wingsuit Man, and he wants to know, what is our favorite total zen spot on the mountains? Your place of peace, your environmentally stable spot. Is it a challenge? Is it that cool rock you always find your way to? He has always admired the might of Denali, especially its backcountry. He says it might look pretty scary at first with all the rocks and huge cliff drops, but once you dare to try Denali's treasures, he shall accept you as a friend. So, Mitch, where in the mountains of Steep do you have your zen spot?
I think I mentioned this with a slightly different question, but I usually go to the top of Mont Blanc and then just cruise down one of the sides because the top is nice and flat and then it slowly gets steeper and steeper and some more features. There's a couple tunnels that you can take through the caves, so that's one of my relaxing places to go.
And I know that you guys know this already, but my zen spot is absolutely Japan with the cherry blossoms. Anywhere I can find a nice line through those trees. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game. I don't know if I've talked about that on here a ton, but I love tree dodging. I wish we did more with tree dodging in the community contests and all of that. But I love tree dodging through the cherry blossoms because it looks beautiful. Everything's that light pink, and it just feels like I'm floating on cotton candy. I don't know. I really like Japan.
Well, as we finish recording, the questions keep rolling in the Discord because Nick used the @everyone to ask for questions. So we will
answer them. I'm done. I'm leaving. That's it. Goodbye.
We will answer them at some point. So I'm creating a master list of all these questions that have popped up in the chat, and we'll use them to fill out some other episodes.
See, you're looking at this as a bad thing, but I just did us a favor. I gave us a back catalog of questions to use for this, so we don't have to jump into the Discord every single week. See that? Blessing in disguise.
You are the embodiment of the Leroy Jenkins video where every time I'm trying to come up with a plan, you just go straight in and then I'm scrambling to figure out how to make it work.
Oh, it's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, thumbs up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this.
It's time for the Reddit Roundup!
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh, geez, stick it clean.
Oh, Jesus. Let's go.
There's a reason why my character class is Glass Cannon, because man, I run in there and if I get hit first, I'm done. But if I can hit the other person first, it's over.
And whenever I'm playing team games, I usually play as the medic who tries to help everyone survive the encounter, so we're revealing a lot here.
It all comes together. You're witnessing the duality of Nick and Mitch on episode 24 right before your eyes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I know Mitch and I had a blast recording this one. We cannot wait for Real Ski to make its debut come the end of the month, early July. Those submissions are due June 21st. Do not forget. And do not forget to join us over on Discord at Nick and Mitch. You can find the link to join down in the description.
We are also on Twitter at Nick or Mitch. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got Real Ski videos coming out in the next few weeks. We'll be moving on to Real Snow after that, so be sure to get your friends involved in the Tartiflette games. We love seeing all of the submissions that are coming in, and we can't wait to see even more.
Now is the time to get in on the ground floor. The Tartiflette Games is just starting, so get all of your friends on board so we can grow this community, and eventually one day we can make it to ESPN. We're shooting for the stars, and we hope you do the same in your Real Ski videos. We'll talk to you guys next week. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yins on the slopes.
Sled gang, they're coming